Today, we're heading out of Texas, leaving Lake Whitney and heading to Wisconsin. A few stops along the way.
That's right, we're heading all the way up to Door County at the end of this video. You're going to want to stick around to see who in our community here is going to take us through the outro.
And to see the good and bad of what happens on the way.
Come on. Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. That sounds like something you'd like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
Hello, y'all. It's travel day again. Finally.
Finally is right.
We've been in Texas for 7 months. We got there mid-October, just in time for the birth of our first granddaughter. And we stayed a little bit longer than we should have. It's hot, y'all. We're heading north. Where are we going today, babe? Do you even know?
Oklahoma.
Yes, Oklahoma City. First stop is going to be a KOA in Oklahoma City for 4 nights. We'll take you along with us.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights.
We are stopped at a rest area. We had our break. The dogs had their break, and now they're getting a water break. Xanadu, look.
We'll make it tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute.
Okay, try this again. We just recorded without the microphone, and then we turned the microphone on, and we didn't start recording. So we're gonna try this again. We just spent 4 nights in Oklahoma City at the Oklahoma East KOA. It was a nice campground. What did you think?
I thought it was nice, but for the most part, all the KOAs that we've ever been in are nice. So, you know, you kind of expect that at KOA. The only problem with the place was the heat. It was in the mid-90s for pretty much every day. So we just kind of hunkered down in the house with the air on for the most part.
We did have a couple of fun encounters, though. We did find out that some people staying across from us had 4 Chinese cresteds, and another guy that was working there had brought his 2 over, so we got to have a little Chinese crested meetup. And Harry here is pretty big for a Chinese crested, but the guy that was working there, he had a Chinese crested that was bigger than Harry, and so it's fun just to see so many cresteds in one place, and had a good conversation. And then we were out for a walk another night and saw that Over the Hill Adventures was parked across from us. They had a sticker on their RV. So we invited them over and we got to talk. They like to share their faith, so we had some great conversation. And then we got to have dinner with one of my former pastors in Okinawa. They retired here to Oklahoma City, where they're from, and so we got to have dinner with John and Sherry at a restaurant on the lake. It was really nice.
It was nice. even though it was so warm, they had a bunch of the shade umbrellas, so that helped out quite a bit. And there was a nice breeze as the sun was starting to go down, so it made it bearable out there. We didn't sweat to death trying to have dinner, but the view there was really awesome, right on the lake.
And it was a great place for dogs. They had a very dog-friendly patio or area, and it was called Louie's Bar and Grill, I think, on Lake Hefner. So now we're headed to Joplin, Missouri for 2 nights on our way to Kansas City, Missouri. So we'll see you there.
I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me,
It's travel day again. We're leaving Joplin, Missouri. While in Joplin, we took a trip to Uranus. Uranus, Missouri, that is. And of course, by now you've seen all that fun that we had there. So let me tell you, Harry's always excited to go on travel days. He loves it. And by the time, or the night before when we start getting ready, he knows what's up. And in the morning, he's just so excited he doesn't even want to go for a walk. Xanadu likes to sleep on the floor for most of travel days. She'll jump up and sit in my lap sometimes, and sometimes she'll try and kick her brother out of his seat. And sometimes it works, but he gets kind of grumpy when she tries that. You know where we're headed today?
We're not leaving the state, so we're going north.
We're going north. We're going to go to Camp Branch Campground in Smithville, Missouri. That's just north of Kansas City. And while there, we're going to see one of Scott's Marine Corps buddies, and my friend Carmen and her husband Brett, and hopefully daughter Shannon that we were with in Okinawa and again in Georgia. And then we're going to hang out with Grassroots Living, Shalane and Dean, and hopefully do some quilting. So I'm looking forward to that. The campground that we stayed in at Shoal something, I'll have to put it in text, but it was no frills, just a simple campground, but it was Passport America, and so we paid $25 a night cash.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. It was older looking than the pictures online, but no problems.
The entry in there is a pretty steep hill, and they're building a brand new gas station there. So right after you pass that gas station, you'll want to make a right, and it goes straight down like a gravel hill, and the office is down there. So that was a little bit sketchy, but other than that, the whole place was plenty big for our giant RV, and didn't have any issues at all.
We're under a wind advisory today, so it's pretty windy. We don't feel bad traveling though. We just have to go through a little bit, and then we're gonna get out of this wind advisory, and we're gonna finally get to cooler weather, y'all. It's gonna be 71 for the high today in Kansas City, so I am very excited about that. And then the 60s for the rest of the week.
Sweet.
That's
I'm tired.
awesome.
I'm tired of sweating, so it's good.
Yep. Today is May 20th, so it's about time we got out of the heat.
Long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right, but if you put in the work, you can find the light. Alright, I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore. So just don't.
Well, it's another travel day. This one's been a little crazy. We are leaving Missouri. We've spent 2 weeks in Smithville, Missouri, and now we're going to Dubuque, Iowa for just 2 nights, and then on to Wisconsin. But today started off rough. We woke up to dog puke in the bed. Yay. Harry's been adjusting to his dog food. I think that's what's going on, and He adjusted right on us. And then Scott found a tick on his leg, and I couldn't find tweezers, so we had to lasso that little booger with some dental floss. Interesting trick. And hopefully it's not a bag trick. We saved him in a bag to
just in case.
Just in case. We looked him up, and he could be anything, or she.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what different ticks are. It was so small too. I scrolled in and took a picture of it. Maybe we'll put it in up here. But yeah, hopefully we can find out what kind of tick it was, or is.
Yeah, even more, hopefully we don't need to know. It's hopefully just a regular old tick, not one that'll get you sick. And then we've been having trouble with our automatic leveling system, and Scott's been doing it with his phone, and the jacks wouldn't retract. So that was stressful.
Only on the driver's side. The driver's side back two jacks wouldn't retract. So luckily I have a tool from the NRVTA that allows me to plug in with a pigtail and my cordless battery, and I'm able to run my system just off of my cordless battery. So that's a plus.
So hopefully, probably not this stop, but we have 2 weeks in Door County, Wisconsin. Hopefully he'll be able to drop the underbelly, the rear underbelly, which is even more work than the front, and find out if the sensor is there and bad, or what's going on, so we can use our auto leveler again. And then our RV GPS freaked out. We were supposed to go left, and it was told us to go right, and I knew we didn't want to go that way because that was a horrible way for an RV. So I had to just say, just go left and find another route. And it was a little scary one, narrow road, but thankfully we got through, and now we are on the road, I-35, heading north. Hopefully no more trouble today.
Yeah, really.
I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive?
It's travel day again. It's been a rough morning. We decided to, we needed to air up the tires because it's colder, and then we got started, and the road was closed on our route, and so we pulled into a gas station, and Scott walked around, and I looked at the map, and we found another route, and then we were behind a truck with explosive canisters, orange, I don't know what they were, tall, orange.
They were probably acetylene for welding. They weren't explosive canisters, but they were high pressure.
The traffic light.
It said flammable, so anyhow, 2 of them fell off the back of that truck, and we had to brake hard to get to them. And so, and the GPS kept trying to reroute us. It's been crazy. So now we are, I'm sorry, we weren't really in focus here. We're at a crazy spot in our turns, but we're about to cross. We're in Dubuque, Iowa, and we're about to cross over to Wisconsin over the Mississippi River. We actually walked across the Mississippi River last summer in Minnesota at the headwaters. And so now we're going to cross over here between Dubuque and Wisconsin. And we've got about 281 miles plus the probably 10 that we just did. So almost 300 miles today. And it's supposed to be a little bit rainy, and it's going to be a lot colder in Minnesota, or where are we going? Wisconsin. Door County, Wisconsin. So I'll take you across the river. There's the Port of Dubuque, and look at that cool boat.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit.
Here it is. We're going across the Mississippi River. There's a big house on the hill. I don't know if you can see it, but it sure is pretty. Wisconsin welcomes you. Well, thank you, Wisconsin.
I wanna visit, are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short.
We hope that you've enjoyed this travel day video. And next we're heading to Upper Peninsula of Michigan, then to Illinois, and over to Michigan again, to the lower part, just doing a all kind of funny way. Finally to Grand Design Rally in August, and then Hershey Show in Pennsylvania, and on. We'll see if we continue to travel. But give us any suggestions that you have on where to visit in those places, please.
Oh, definitely. And if we're in your area, definitely send us a message or leave it in the comments below, and let's get together and have a lunch or camp together or whatever we can figure out. We love to meet you guys, and stick around because next we got members of our community that are going to send us out. And if you want to be part of one of our videos at the end, send us an email at the link that's coming up here, and we'll definitely send you out the info and we'll get you on one of our videos. Doesn't matter if you're a channel or not, we'd love to hear from you.
Hi, I'm Jerry
And I'm Sherry
from Backroads RVing.
in Backroads Art Studio.
We just want to say come by next time and see us on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.